just thought, okay, I'll check it out. And like most of you, I went to the website, and this is what I found. Cleveland Leadership Center, it explained a little bit of detail. The first thing I thought was, Rachel, what? How the hell do you pronounce that name? So I determined she's Rachel from there on. And then I thought, okay, this could be a great chance for me to become more active in the community. And on a for several selfish reasons, it would help me meet some interesting people that could maybe further my career and help my agency. So I submitted my application and I was accepted into the class of 2014. A few weeks before the opening retreat, I realized, hey, I'm going to be in the Outer Banks for the opening retreat. So I email Andrew, find out, have to make it. So, thank God, I was able to defer my entry into the class of 2015, class of awesome. I'm so glad I didn't end up in the CBB 2014 class of average. So I prepared for the 2015 opening retreat like I prepared for anything else in my life. I went out and I got injured. As most of you know, whoops, I tore my ACL Monday, September 15th, and 3 days later, I hobbled into the Wyndham Hotel where my CBD journey began. My first thought was, oh, holy shit. These people are all so young, I hope they don't realize I'm 30. That's not a joke. We were 65 strangers. Except for the roughly 30 people that came from Key Bank. As the program progressed, we obviously had some defections. They were very abrupt. So that left 62 of the most enthusiastic, energetic, and downright awesome people I've ever met. And in roughly 36 hours for the opening retreat that we spent together, we went from strangers to things like this. We broke off into groups, did some bizarre things in the city of Cleveland. For the most part, we avoided arrest. Even a little bit of this happened. We started bonding. And those bonds led to things like this. That sexy naked back you're looking at is Natan Nopens. And if there are any single ladies in the audience, I must say, Anit has an amazing ass. Second only to my wife's, so please feel free to check it out. Anit's not my wife. Surprisingly, most of our evenings did not end up like this. Over the next 9 months, we met as a class on a monthly basis, and as our lab teams formed, we met a little bit more frequently. Our connections and friendships grew closer, and I think a lot stronger. We had amazing dinners where we thought about our lab projects. You'll notice one member of our class, our lab team, is not there. I think he was skiing. And we had a lot more meetings that ended up like this, or like this. And I literally had 12 or 13 more slides that were all from happy hours. But we have friends and family here, and there's no reason to think, and we let them think we don't do any work. Then we come to what was the final session day for bridge builders. And this picture on the bus, before we headed out to the park to do some community service work, really sums up what it looked like every time I walked into a session day. Chugging a gallon of Red Bull, thinking about the post-session happy hour. Everyone here, you'll notice, is smiling. Well, Nick's kind of smirking, but it's close enough. I'm not exaggerating, though. Everyone seemed genuinely happy to be there, really invested in what we were learning about and what they were talking about. I always looked forward to our session days because it gave me a chance to catch up with people that weren't on my lab team. I just put this slide in, to be honest with you, because I thought it looks fairly certain that either Robin is standing on a bench or Garb is holding him. So I made it this far. You know what's coming. I know you didn't think for a second I'd make it through this whole evening without mentioning Tough Mudder, Alex's favorite sponsor. Through my constant badgering, begging, and cajoling, I convinced these awesome people to participate in the ultimate team building exercise. Mike Verkovic, Brian Stefanik, Nick Kota, Natan Milgram, Tiffany Sidlasik, Joy Johnson, Heidi Frisbee, and Phil Ryan, along with my brother and me, completed the 2015 Ohio Tough Mudder this past May. And with the help of Nick's 11th hour negotiations, we even convinced Veronica to make the 2-hour drive to the Mid-Ohio Sports Course just to take some photos of us playing in the mud. And she had an event that night. So now, my shameless plug, thank you Natan for reminding me, Pittsburgh Tough Mudder, August 29th, Bridge Builders team, anybody, let's go. So we started like the previous slide, we ended up like this. A lot of help. This really is a fantastic team building exercise. It's all about mental stress that they try and put you under, make you think you can't do things. But with the team, we were able to get through it. Everybody made it through the whole thing. No injuries. And we had a great time. Another thing that brought our class together were the well-documented struggles of our lab projects. This is our champion, while Shanna is asking her a question. Now, I've had this look on my face talking to Ava, because you know what it's like talking to Mom. But this was a detailed question Shanna was asking, and that was the response we got. I believe the direct quote is, "Excuse me, I'm sorry, I was intentionally not listening." So, through it all, our lab teams, as a class, I think were able to overcome those struggles, and we had a great time working together. We put together a relatively serviceable project by the end, and we had a fantastic time. While I can't speak for everyone, I know our lab team truly enjoyed the time we spent together, even Mike the Ghost Sofka. My favorite team meeting was the family dinner hosted by Shanna and her husband Mike, where they put on these two right here, Joy's daughter and my daughter, put on the greatest dance and gymnastics show in the history of the free world. But we were only allowed to watch it 3 at a time. It was upstairs in the landing, and they would call us up 3 at a time. This is Kendall and my daughter Eliana. Throughout this whole program, Hillary, Shanna, and I met with every member of our class just so we could get a free dinner. But I have to admit, Shanna's still looking for this guy. The elusive Stephen Love, who was originally in our class but deferred till next year. I think Shanna tried for 7.5 months to get meetings with this guy. Finally, a little thing that most of you, and probably all of you, didn't realize. I convinced Alex to be Tough Mudder. He kept the beard luxuriously clean. So in closing, I just want to say thank you to my wife, Anna, for putting up with my many early mornings and late nights dedicated to completing the CBB program. Ignore all the happy hour slides. Thank you to David Akers, Rachel, Andrew, Marianne, and the rest of the CLC staff for putting on an amazing program. And most of all, thank you to all of you, the CBB class of Awesome. Thank you for everything you've helped me grow through and go through this year. And now, let's go Cavs!